Hello everyone. Good afternoon, all of you. We'll start with a quote by the great scientist Thomas Edison. He says, "Many of life's failures are experiences by people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." So that's what happened. Many times we try to go towards a goal, and due to frustration or lack of perseverance or confidence, we give up. At the time of giving up, maybe we are very close to the destination or our goal. So many times it happens. So always try some extra time, some extra like that. So we have to have the perseverance to face that extra. Okay, and today is the birthday of the great scientist George Gamow. He's a great physicist. I really love him. He has written very beautiful books. So he is a nuclear physicist, cosmologist, and writer. And he says it took less than an hour to make the atoms, a few 100 million years to make the stars and planets, but 5 billion years to make man. He was an early advocate and developer of Big Bang theory, very long back. So you can see he is born in 1904, right? So long before Einstein and all. He discovered a theoretical explanation of alpha decay by quantum tunneling, invented the liquid drop model and the first mathematical model of the atomic nucleus, and worked on radioactive decay, star formation, stellar and nucleosynthesis, and Big Bang nucleosynthesis, and molecular genetics. In 1954, he expanded his interest into biochemistry, and his work on DNA made a basic contribution to modern genetic theory. And he has written many popular books, popular science books, fantastic books. If somebody wants to understand quantum mechanics or theory of relativity, which are most complex sciences, he has written through stories. He has explained them through stories. And some two of the popular books I have given here, 1, 2, 3, Infinity, and Mr. Tompkinson Paperback. This is a beautiful book. This Mr. Tompkinson Paperback is an excellent book. If you come across, don't leave it. Here you can download from the net also. It's a fantastic book, very simple book. With true stories, he explains quantum mechanics and theory of relativity. Okay, so today is the lecture 16, which is revision class, right? So it is just meant for revision only. And if you have any doubts, you can ask. You're welcome. Okay, if there is some problem with your audio, or you can type something. You can type if there is any question in the chat box.
Sir, am I audible now?
So, okay, before waiting for the questions, actually, your CR Devyas, he asked me 2 questions. I will try to handle them. I think I'll go to AutoCAD. So when you have a circular plane or a semicircular plane, which is inclined to both planes or something. So when it is inclined to one plane, you will see it like an ellipse. That is perfect ellipse only. But if it is inclined to two planes, so the curve that you get may not be, it's a very much distorted one. So we will have only points which are to be joined nicely. Okay, there is one particular command called spline. Spline is a term actually came from old draftsmen. Okay, so if you have a flexible scale and which can be bent like this, so that is I can bend to any shape I want, right? Then that is called spline. So if I have number of points to be joined in a smooth curve, right? One of the way is take that flexible scale and you put bend it in such a way that it goes through all the points and then you join. So that is what is called as draftsman's spline. Okay, this spline also here, if you go to draw, click here, and if you see the first two, there are some curves are there. If you put here, one is spline fit, another is spline CV. Okay, so spline fit is the one which we want. So suppose first I draw something like okay, some lines I have drawn so that I get some vertices here. If I want to draw a curve going through those vertices, okay. So take this. So this is a spline, okay, and click here. And if you click here, you can see a smooth curve is coming like that, okay, going through those vertices. I can have any number of points like that. Okay, this type of curve is called spline curve. So whatever complex thing is there, I can join them with a very, very smooth curve, right? This is one of the best options to have a smooth curve through a given number of points. Okay, so that option you can choose. And another question he asked, so if I am given the true angle of some diagonal, and if I want to turn it in the third position, what is the way I have to go about it? Because in the second position, that diagonal may be shortened. So I have to find out the apparent angle. Okay. So suppose I draw a line, or do I take some length of line I draw. So suppose this is a horizontal line, and so maybe, for example, the diagonal may be some 50 mm, and angle may be 30 degrees. Okay, and the shortened length may be somewhat smaller one. We will see how we can do. First, I have to draw a 30 degrees line to this. So just I can make it a rotation and choose this, enter, and take the base point and type 30 and enter. Okay, but I have lost the original line. What I have to do, I have to do the copy. Okay. So first I draw this line, enter, rotate, enter. Select this, enter, base point, click and copy, C, enter, and then 30, enter. So I got this line. So on this, I have to mark 50 because 50 is the original length of the diameter. So what I do is I draw a circle. Take this as center, and with 50 radius, I can draw this circle. So 50, enter. So actually now the scale is not that good. Now what I do is zoom extents I use. Z extents. I can make it like this. So now I have to draw a locus. This is the point of intersection through which I have to draw the locus line. This is the true length. This is true angle. So I can show them. Okay, so angle. So this is 30 degrees. And this length is 50 actually. So I have to draw a horizontal line through this. So what I do, I take a line and I take the intersecting point here and draw a line both sides. Okay, I got the parallel line. And so maybe I have another, suppose, okay, I take this. So maybe some 32, 35 or whatever it is. Suppose this is the shortened length. This is the shortened length. So I have to transfer this length to here. I have to cut this. I have to cut this line from this point. So what is the way I have to do? Maybe just so I am taking some 40, okay, 40 length. So it may be 40, 41, 42, it doesn't matter, something like this. So what I have to do, I have to, how to transfer this, I don't know exactly this length, and this length I have to transfer. If you take this length, okay, you can find out the dimension, it may come 40.5673 like that. So that is boring. So what I do is I draw a circle here again and take this center and take this as the radius. Okay, so this is the circle. This circle I transfer to this center. This center I transfer to this. So I will make a move command, select this circle, enter, take this center, and take transfer to this center. I remove ortho. Okay, I do this. Okay, this is the one. So what I am interested in is where this is the shortened length. Okay, this is the point of intersection. So I have to draw this line. So I take the line command. So from this point to this point. Okay, so that is the actual shortened length of the diagonal, whatever it is. Now, if I want to find out what is the angle, that is apparent angle. So I can choose this angle, angular, and you take this point line and this line. So it is 39 degrees. So that is the way I can find out what is the angle that I want. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Can we also use the arc option?
Yeah, you can use. There is no particular way of doing it. Okay, so whichever is convenient for us, we can do that. Right? This is not the only way why I am doing a circle and all. There are various ways of transferring the distance. That offset command you can use. Okay, so the distance between this, how much, like that. There are different types of commands are there. You can use anything. Whatever way you want, you can do it. This is one of the way I'm telling.
Sir, instead of spline fit, we used arc for previous.
If it comes good, nice, it's no problem. Okay, spline is one of the curve which goes through all the points with very, very smooth way. Okay, arc also is okay. It should look fine. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So if you are drawing conventional drawing, you are drawing with a free hand, right? So here you are drawing with arc. So that also may be nice. But you can look both the options which looks better when you are doing. You can use arc. Okay. Anything else you like to ask?
Yes, sir. The boy has written the question in the text box, sir.
Okay, just have a look at it.
Sir, you are able to hear me now?
Yeah, I could see it. Now your voice also is okay. Yeah,
Sir, that's
right.
what, sir. Like for getting a smooth curve or getting an ellipse or something,
Yeah.
what is the option we need to use?
Yeah, you can use that spline option. Arc option also is okay. That's what I was telling you. Both are okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Sir,
Yeah.
I had a doubt. Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, when we were constructing polygons, sir,
Yes.
maybe pentagon or something, and then we want to turn it at a certain angle.
Yeah.
Usually, can you show that one, sir? Turning it at maybe 45 degrees.
Sure. Suppose I'm doing a pentagon, polygon of sides 5, enter, and edge I will be using E, and click here, and maybe I'll go to origin, and maybe 50 I take. Okay, suppose this is what I am having. So I want to rotate this, isn't it? So about this point, about any point you can rotate. It is easy if I rotate about this point so that I can exactly see how it is getting rotated. So what I have to do is take rotate command and select the object, select it, and enter then once you select it. And then it is asking base point. You take this as the base point. And so you have to take copy. If I don't take copy, this figure itself will get rotated. If I want another pentagon with rotation and keeping this as it is, then I have to take a C, copy option, C, enter. And now I have to give the angle, maybe 30. I'll get like this. So this is rotated by 30 degrees. If you see this angle between these two, it will be 30. Is it okay?
Sir, could we try with another point, sir? That is not
It
intuitive. This one
was any point, but sometimes it is difficult to understand which is actually turned, which is A, B, C, D, E, which is A, B, which is C, D, like that. It is difficult to sometimes identify. Okay, about which point you want? This point?
Especially when we're turning it with the diagonals, for example, A, C or something like that. Then
see, you are rotating about any point you can rotate, isn't it? But you should be in a position to identify which side is what.
Yes,
about whichever side you rotate, about whichever point you rotate, it doesn't matter. But you have to be able to identify which side is what. Suppose if I rotate here, now I moved somewhere here. You don't know which side is what, isn't it? So that you have to be able to identify.
Yes, I understood.
And it is not about the diagonal we rotate, about a point only we rotate. Whether it is diagonal or side, whatever it is.
Yes, sir. In the sense that some you would, if we after the second is there, image is there, no, sir. When we do it in the seventh assignment, then we try to rotate it at a certain angle. That time, I found a little bit of a difficulty.
You have to identify which corner. That's why if you rotate about a corner, that corner I can keep in mind. Whenever I move it from one place to another place, I just start with that corner, and you always name them either clockwise or anti-clockwise, so that I can identify what are all the points. Once you are clear about one point, the other points we get either clockwise or anti-clockwise if you follow a particular fashion. So once you get all the corners, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm having a doubt related to straight line, sir.
Yeah, sure.
If there's a line
Yeah.
such that theta plus phi is equal to 90 degrees,
Yes.
we'll get the top view and the front view perpendicular to xy.
Yeah, that's right.
If there's a point supposedly P on the line AB, and we know its front view, P dash, how to find its top view, sir?
No, if you have to, the original point, you have to know at what ratio it is dividing. Here also, if it is dividing the front view in a particular ratio, in the top view also it divides in the same ratio. Midpoint is always midpoint. A point which divides by 2:3 like that, there in the front view and top view also it divides in the same ratio. If you know a point there, we will get like that. Or you have to come through side view.
Okay, sir. Means we have to consider the ratios only.
Yeah, ratios, or you have to come through side view. You draw an apparent top view, which is side view. Draw the side view, and from there you can get it. So from the top view, you come to the side view, and side view, you can go to the front view like that. That is also one way of doing it.
Okay, sir. Either by ratios or by side view method.
Side view.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt in isometric conventional drawing.
Yeah. Ask.
Sir, there in the isometric figures, if the figure is complex and there is a semicircle or a circle in type cut in the figure, means there is a box which has a semi-cylindrical cut somewhere.
Yeah.
So, sir, how to know that what will be looking at behind, means the thing which is not directly in view with us, what will be its shape?
You can
Sir, actually there is a particular problem with this.
Once you understand the square, right, in the orthographic projection, you have to inscribe it in a square, right?
Yes, sir.
And once that square becomes a rhombus, then you will construct rhombus only. And in that rhombus, you will obviously know whether it is in the side front view or in the left side view or right side view or in the top view. You can understand which way it is coming. Once you construct the rhombus, it will be obvious.
No, sir. Actually, what I'm asking is, sir, can I send you the figure? It's question number 5 from the assignment, sir.
Can you tell me the figure number?
Sir, 5. It's 5th figure from the assignment.
No. I think figure number.
Okay, 17 to 104. It's written as figure 17-104.
104.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this this quarter circle, okay, it comes in the top view, right?
Sir, in the isometric view, it will be
No.
combined
On
only.
the graphic, it is coming in the top view, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you inscribe this in a circle, the square, that rhombus in the top square, you know how it comes, right? 30 this way, 30 this way, like this. Okay, once you understand that, you can understand which way it comes.
Sir, that I am able to understand, sir. But the problem is, while seeing the paper, we will look at one of the views of the whole solid figure when we make isometric projection.
Okay, that answer I will see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I can see that answer is there here. You can see this is the in the top view. We'll get that longer one, longer arc.
Sir, can you please tell the page number, sir?
Yeah, 456.
Okay, sir.
I don't know. In the hard copy, it is 456. It is the same edition or
Yes, sir. It will be near only.
wait. In the chapter 7 only, after the exercise, you will have the answers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is 17.144 is the figure. Can you see?
Sir, I can see you, but sir, I'm searching in the book, sir, so that I can exactly ask what I mean.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I have got a similar figure, sir. Can I present?
Yeah, it is there. So when you get the rhombus of the top,
Yes, sir.
top view,
Yes, sir.
you can understand which way it comes.
Sir, can you see the pointer?
It is 17.144 figure. Next.
Yes, sir, but it's similar only. Means the concept is similar, sir. Both have a
this,
semi.
this. Okay, similar thing. Okay, similar here.
Yes, sir. So this part, how to draw in?
This part. Okay, so actually,
Yes, sir, this part.
so you have to draw this part. You have drawn, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Front part I have drawn, sir.
If you have drawn the front part, it is just parallel to that there. Whatever way you have drawn, you have to draw there, and actually complete need not be drawn because part of it only will be seen.
So means, sir, but still that rhombus needs to be.
Once you draw one thing, one curve, right? So you have to draw a parallel curve at a particular distance.
Yes, sir.
Right? You have to draw a parallel curve
Yes.
at a distance of at a distance of so you know the length of it. So you have to draw a parallel parallelogram or rhombus, and then there you have to inscribe.
Okay, so we will need to draw the whole rhombus and erase the left out
Yeah,
ellipse.
yeah.
Okay, fine, sir.
Only isometric projection only needs a little bit of imagination. All others chapters, you can just follow the rules or the all the rules. If you follow, that is sufficient, because we have followed or formulated the rules by visualization. And once you understood the rules, then you need not try to visualize later for sections, solids or planes and all. You can just blindly follow the rules and draw it. But isometric, it is not like that. You have to a little bit imagine about the solid, okay, how it looks like. And so that then only you will know what are all the visible lines, invisible lines, which are to be erased or which are to be darkened. Okay, don't erase the things. Okay, in isometric, don't erase anything. Draw everything light and darken the visible edges.
Sir, but you said that you can also erase if you like, because sir, if even the light lines look like they are interrupting with the figure.
It doesn't matter. Very light you can try, you can darken more for the final view, so that I can understand what is the way you have done. Okay, even if it is wrong, he has gone in a right way, or he has done something like that. I can understand, and it is better for you to get some marks for that.
Okay, yes.
Sir,
will we have AutoCAD in the second semester?
For mechanicals?
No,
second
sir,
semester, second semester you don't have again drawing graphics. For mechanical people, in the second year they will have machine drawing using AutoCAD. AutoCAD and some advanced packages also they will use.
No, sir, second semester, what we will do, sir?
Second semester, you will not have anything related to graphics.
Okay.
This is over, right?
Yes, sir.
So for other branch people, they can forget about graphics.
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, in the 12th assignment, sir, one problem, I took the help of my friend to get it, but I can't still understand it. So do you mind helping me out?
What's
the 8th problem in the 12th assignment, sir? Shall I?
Okay, you tell me why it is on which topic? 12th assignment.
The planes only, sir.
Planes only, using AutoCAD?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's the difficulty?
So the question is draw a rhombus of diagonals 100 mm and 60 mm long, with the longer diagonal horizontal. The figure is so then they have mentioned the figure is the top view of a square 100 mm long with 100 mm long diagonals with a corner on the ground.
See,
draw its front view.
Original figure is square, right? And it is bent in such a way that it looks like a rhombus.
I see, yes.
Okay, one diagonal is reduced, but one diagonal is same. Initially, for square, 100 by 100 diagonals are there. Both are 100. So it is tilted in such a way that one diagonal gets shortened to 60. So either I can keep it vertical and tilt it like this, or I keep it horizontal and I lift it up, keeping one corner fixed.
I see. Yes, sir. I thought I didn't realize that the original figure was a square, sir. I thought the
Yeah,
original
yeah,
figure
I
was a
got that.
rhombus.
Now again, you read it once again. So
Yes,
there
sir.
is
Now
a
it makes
final
sense.
figure he has given first, and then he says the original figure is square.
Yes, sir. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Even there is another circle also problem will be there. After there is a plane, after making it inclined, the top view looks like a circle. He says, so original one is something, some only ellipse or something. After tilting only, you will see it like a circle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now I get it. Yes. Thank you.
Sir, regarding our test of EG,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
you said that we'll keep it on 12th,
Yeah.
the last working day.
Yeah.
As the calendar, it has marked that 13th is a holiday for Holi.
Okay.
But actually, sir, I think Holi is not on 13th. I don't know why they have marked on the
Whatever
calendar,
it
but
is, it doesn't matter. Now we have fixed it 12 on 12th now. It's okay.
okay.
Any difficulty with that?
No, sir, I was just telling.
Yeah.
Because that day we changed the mind because of the holiday.
It's okay. Anyhow, whatever be the 13th, whether it is holiday or holy or some other or just working day, let leave it like that. Okay. So we have fixed it on 12. We will fix it to it.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Anyhow, 11th you have holiday is there, and 12th you can have some free time.
Yes, sir. So, sir, these AutoCAD assignments will also be graded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, sir, what will be the basis of deducting marks? Means, sir, it's made by computer.
Okay, if everything is fine, everything all look alike, all gets good marks only. Okay, no problem, nothing else. I everybody wants to try and try it.
Okay, sir. Because, sir, in the first day you didn't tell us about changing the line weight, while in the next assignments we have changed it. So first we'll be looking like all things are drawn using the same line weight.
I told you color. I think I told the
Yes, sir.
play,
But
You find the color option in after first.
color option. I told to use instead of dark line, you make it colored line. I told.
yes, sir.
Sir,
But that you told in the second class, na. So first assignment we made like all.
Okay. If somebody wants to resubmit it, you can resubmit by changing it.
No, sir. Totally, what I'm asking is, will there be any deduction like for because students were asking me that they have submitted by making it like that only. So will there be any deduction in marks because later they understood how to mark those lines darkened or colored?
Yeah, because otherwise we cannot know what is the final figure now.
Yeah,
If somebody has
pretty
not
sure
colored
most
it,
of them did the color thing.
yeah, better they color it and resubmit it. I just accept it because otherwise you cannot distinguish between what is actually the final figure.
Okay, sir. Okay. Fine, sir.
sir, actually,
Yeah.
for naming, if we use colors, is there any problem? Like 1 dash 2 dash, I used blue color. Is there any problem with that?
What is that?
For naming of dimensions, that is marking 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash.
Huh.
For that, I used blue color, sir. Is there any problem with that?
Why? Why you have used? Because you
I,
did. Hmm.
I just tried, sir. Is there any problem, sir? For yesterday's assignment.
I think better it's not there.
Yeah, really, no, seriously, sir, I used it.
Anything else?
Sir, will there be too many lines drawn in the projection of a solid? While making the projection of a solid, in AutoCAD also we'll need to draw all those construction lines, right? Means without them we cannot draw.
Leave all the construction lines, don't erase them. Okay, that's why draw very light. Everything you draw very light, and once you complete it, then you darken whatever is needed.
Sir, actually I'm asking, in AutoCAD, is there a way to draw the same solid figure using less construction lines?
You have to trim it only. How can you reduce the number of construction lines?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
There is no way. Whatever you do in conventional drawing, same thing you are doing there. Only thing is computer is doing there. That's all. But on your command only it will do. And there it is, trimming is easy now. You can just, once you type TR, you can trim anywhere, whatever you want.
Yes, sir, I just was asking. Okay, sir.
Sir, actually tomorrow we have Viva, sir. So can we get some time for extension of isometric projections? The last assignment.
Okay, no problem.
So can we submit it on Sunday?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, exam time limits.
Time, no? So when do you want?
So afternoon is better.
After 2:30? Is it okay?
It's fine for me. Can't say for the rest of them.
Yes.
This morning it is better, sir.
Morning is better. But yes, you tell me. Otherwise, you come with a conclusion.
Yes, sir, I'll, because that day there might be classes in the morning.
Yeah. You see, it can be any time, no problem. Even it can be evening also.
Yes, I will keep in afternoon. Means on Thursday we also have EG class. So
Okay.
instead,
Yes. Actually, our class is from 1:30, no?
yes, sir.
So we can keep it at 2 o'clock,
Yes, sir.
right? From 2 o'clock we will have it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Time limit, sir.
You will see it, okay? Still, I have to see what's the way I have to do. Okay, you will get in the LMS everything, and before that I will mail also. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. So we'll have the last story and right, say bye.
Yes, sir.
So only mechanical people will be meeting again, otherwise other branch people. All the best and good luck. Right? Hope you are comfortable and happy with the subject. If there is anything inconvenient or you are not happy, so I'm sorry if I could not make you comfortable. Okay. So I tried my level best to make everything comfortable to you. Okay, so we'll have the story. Did I tell you this beautiful heart story?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see another story then. Okay. So this is a good message. I don't know whether I told you already. A rich man looked through his window and saw a poor man picking something from his dustbin. He said, "Thank God, I am not poor." The poor man looked
Already told.
Yes. Did I tell you this story?
Yes, sir.
We'll have some other story then. Actually, I didn't remember which stories I told you. We'll see some. Did I tell you the story, Karari Tekak story?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Inspiring personality. We will see about this fellow. Karari Tekaks was a part of the Hungarian army. By the year 1936, he was a renowned pistol shooter and considered the best already. But since he was only a sergeant and not a commissioned officer, Hungary denied him permission to participate in the Olympics. So his lifetime goal is to participate in the Olympics and get the gold medal. And though he is a very good pistol shooter, everybody knows, and because he is just a sergeant and he is not eligible to go for Olympics. But however, the management lifted the rule soon after the event, allowing Tekaks to take part in the next Olympics. Okay, so the committee has seen him. He is such a great shooter. Then they don't want to lose a medal, and they have lifted that rule, and they allowed him to participate in the Olympics. And people voted for Tekaks as the favorite to win the gold in the 1940 Tokyo Olympics. So 1936, actually, he is good shooter, and 1940 Olympics, he is expected to attend and get the gold medal. But high on hopes and dreams, the marksman practiced relentlessly, and in 1938, during his army training, a faulty grenade exploded, blowing away his hopes and dreams. The detonation did not kill him, but injured his right hand to the extent that he could not use it ever again. So completely he lost his right hand, with which he always is an expert in shooting. And Tekaks spent a month in the hospital, devastated, not just for the loss of his right hand, but also the opportunity to win gold at the highest level of the sport. A month after he left the hospital, he spent a lot of time alone and maintained a low-key profile. In the spring of 1939, the Hungarian National Pistol Championship took place. When the other shooters saw that Karari Tekaks had arrived, they consoled him for his loss and mentioned they were happy to see him showing up to view the event. They thought he just came to visit and watch the event. But to everyone's surprise, Tekaks said he was there not to spectate and just watch, but to participate. When the event began, everyone expected Tekaks to make a feeble attempt to pull the trigger with his right hand so that he could quench his emotional thirst for shooting again. They thought like that. But when it was Tekaks' turn, the man picked up the pistol with his left hand. Actually, he's not a left-hander, right-hander, but he took it with his left hand. He fired shot after shot with his non-dominant hand as the audience watched with their jaw dropped open. And what was shocking was every shot hit the bullseye. Tekaks came out as the winner of the event. After his time at the hospital, Tekaks had practiced in private. He thought, why should I worry about the right hand I do not have? Let me see what I can do with the left hand I have. And that was it. The learning took some practice, but a few months of dedicated effort later, he was back in the game. Okay, now he became very good shooter with the left hand. But his dream of winning the Olympics gold was again shattered. This time because the Olympic Committee cancelled the Olympics of 1940 due to the World War. Tekaks, though disappointed, kept hanging on. He waited for 4 long years, hoping to fulfill his incomplete dream in 1944. Unfortunately, the Olympics of 1944 had to be cancelled, that too again due to continued war. But Tekaks was not a man who would hang up its shoes. By 1948, for the next Olympics, Takacs was 38 years. In the Summer Olympics, held in the same year in London, he was no longer considered the favorite to win the event. Before the event, the reigning world champion asked Takacs what was he there for. So he made fun of him. Takacs said he was there to learn. To everyone's surprise, Takacs went on not only to bag the gold medal, but also set the world record in the rapid fire pistol event. That is Takacs. His moment of glory had arrived. His years of wait was finally over when he finally stepped onto the podium. He proudly bent down to allow a gold medal to be put around his neck. The previous champion congratulated Takacs by jokingly saying he had learned enough. Takacs went on to win the gold medal in the same event in the 1952 Olympics also. His never-ending effort for the piece of metal earned him a place in the Olympics heroes list of the International Olympics Committee. Carolee Takacs ended his career as the legend who never gave up. And there are so many lessons you can learn from the Takacs story. First, stop blaming the circumstances. So whenever sometimes something goes against your expectation, so we blame the circumstance. So he never blamed the circumstance. Let's try with whatever you have. Okay, whatever you don't have, there is no point in crying over that or complaining over that. Try with whatever you have. And your body does what your mind believes. Whether you think you can or you cannot, you are right. And winners refuse to give up. It is not about how hard you can hit, but how much can you get hit and keep moving forward. If you choose a goal that you enjoy working towards, the result will follow sooner or later. And refusing to say, I can't. When life pins you down, do not succumb to the tap out. Push yourself, kick your way back, get up on your feet, and fight back. Think big, dream big, achieve big. Okay, thank you very much. This story is really inspiring. I wanted to share with you. Thank you. Thank you all. And you are always welcome to contact me anytime. Right? Either by phone or by WhatsApp or by mail, anything, you are welcome. Any doubt at any time, you are welcome.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I had a suggestion to make, sir. Sir, the thing is, sir, I'm not really very good at drawing with my hands. So when I think after the 7th assignment, that was the planes, almost every problem would take around 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour to draw each problem. So because I don't have a drawing board right now, so I had to keep bending down, so my neck also started to pain. So could there be a way to include AutoCAD where
no, because
before that?
Because other section people and they will say these they are comfortable, they are just drawing with AutoCAD and all. So I cannot do that.
No, not for us, sir. I mean for the next cycles. Those who come for the chemistry cycle.
Okay.
Because yes, sir. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure most of the students are also usually average at drawing. So because we don't have on-hands experience right now, my table is also very small, so the equipment is not proper. Could AutoCAD be included a little bit more earlier so that this?
Actually, maybe next semester it may be possible to do, because for your batch, because you are the first batch, many people are not having computers at the beginning.
Yes.
And even at the end of the semester also, other section people, some 2-3 section people, half a dozen to 10 people, they are not having the computers. And that's why they didn't do much. Actually, you have done a lot better than AutoCAD compared to other sections.
I see, yes.
Maybe next semester it may be possible, because by that time I think almost all people may be having laptops, because they have, I think, programming also is there. Maybe by that time everybody may have. maybe just definitely we will think about it. And you would have talked about that in CRC meeting?
Uh, should I have, sir?
Because
I
that
didn't
is the
know.
right platform. I am an
I see.
individual, but that is the group thing. No? So all people will notice that. Okay, anyhow, because I will be there again in the next semester also in the other cycle. We will just discuss about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's good that you are thinking about your brothers.
Thank you, sir.
Right, welcome. Thank you, Sri Anshu.
No, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Diyaswani, Trivikram, Syed, Holash, Ashita.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
So I
you.
take that.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you for all the stories. That was at times really, I mean, we used to wait for the last part to get to the story on a lot of classes.
Actually, the other branch people, the other branch students, many of the people, they know me only because of my stories. So.
They're really wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for everything since the beginning.
Thank you. Thank you, Vadaji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Fahas.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Harika.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sri. Sriya.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I thought virtually we can't learn anything more like as offline, but your teaching made me easy, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Kalyan.
Thank you for everything, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anupam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tejasvi.
Thank you, sir.
Also, can I speak?
Yeah.
So actually, like before having this semester, I thought drawing was really dreadful because I'm a partial drop student and know how people suffer with drawing, like many backlogs and all. So I thought it
Yeah.
would be very dreadful, and that I was like, it's very unfortunate that I'm learning this in online semester. But very much thanks to you, sir, that you made it interesting and more than other than drawing, even the inspiring stories which you made us read and or like which you made us learn are really great, and this would be a great foundation for our 4 years. So thank you so much, and it's a
Thank
pleasure
you
to
very much,
have you on board.
Vignesh.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you very much. You can be always in touch with me even after this semester, right? So anything you can talk to me.